brought to you by Ace Sunglasses. It's spring in New Jersey and summer is right around the corner. The best way to protect those eyes and look good while doing it is buy some Ace Sunglasses. Go to acesunglasses.com.au. Use promo code Mr. G30. Get 30% off men's and women's sunglasses on sale now. Ace Sunglasses. They are the sunglasses of true champions.
Powered by the Zapata brand studio. Straight out of Jersey with Jersey Jay-Z and the Freak of New York, Greg Valentino.
Hold on 1 second, guys. We are coming back. Hold on 1 second. We are coming back live any second.
And Greg's wearing his Ace sunglasses.
All right, hold on. I got to remove this 1 second, guys. We are coming back live. And we are live here. We got Greg Valentino, and he's got his Ace sunglasses there. Right there. You see him right there. The Ace sunglasses. We are live right now, and we are waiting for Victor Martinez to jump on. I know he was there for a second.
Yes.
But he was coming back on. How you doing, Greg?
Dude, I'm excited to see Victor. It's been a long time, man.
Been a long time for you and Victor, right?
It's been a couple of years. Yeah, I think I saw him last when my niece, my sister's daughter, won a bikini. She won a national level bikini show. Steve Weinberger show. I don't remember the name of it.
Okay. All right. So Morella's on there. She says, hello, Joe and Greg. Ruben Sanchez, what's up? Victor and everyone else. Victor is coming on. He's second. I sent him the link. He should be on any minute. He was here. I think he just connected for a second, but he's on his way back. How you doing, Ruben? Yes, John Mancini Fitness. How you doing, John? Thanks for always
promoting, guys. How you guys doing, man? Ruben.
Yes,
John,
those Ace sunglasses look good.
They're actually really good for the eyeball. You know.
Yeah, they're very good.
Anyway, now I think Frank made them like especially for me because he knows about my vision and my right there. Look at the case, bro. Comes even with a thing.
Yeah, keep talking, Greg. I'm going to send Victor the link again. Yeah. Make sure he has it.
These things are the fucking case. That's like leather. You know what I'm saying? And that fucking thing is badass. It actually feels good. I usually use these only in the car. And the cheap shit, these are Dollar Tree. Not Dollar Tree. They're a dollar store, but not Dollar Tree. They buy all the closeouts. I think, they're Foster Grants or some bullshit. But anyway, how you guys doing? Wind to War, what's going on, man? Victor will be on in a second. Victor and I
he's here right now. Hold on.
Go way back. Way back.
I think he's here right now. Yeah. There he is. We are live, guys, and we got the Dominican Dominator himself.
Oh, yeah,
Victor
man.
Martinez. What's up?
What's going on?
Man, it's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. Man, you look good.
Been asking for this too.
He does not age. It's
I do. Trust me, man.
Yeah.
You look not where exactly, but let's not talk about that.
When you get older, man, Victor, I'm 64. I'm going to turn 64. I mean, I remember in the 90s, the early 90s, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. And I was young back then. I was in my 30s, You were real young. You look the same. You don't age at all.
Nah, we age, bro. I'm 50 going on 70 right now.
When you get our age, it's shit you used to do when you were young. I could have jumped off a building and wiped myself off. Now I sneeze like this and I'm like, oh, my back. You know what I mean?
When was the last time you guys seen each other?
It's been a while. I saw when my niece won a bikini show. You remember you were there? It was
a bikini show? Then yes, I was there.
Yeah, you and I were talking. I remember it was at the county center. Remember Steve Weinberger?
Yes.
He had it at the Rochester County Center, right? Was that it? Yeah. My niece Angela won her class in that show. But I remember we saw each other briefly for that show. But other than that, Victor and I, man, MD, that was my shit. I love MD.
I don't like shit, bro. It was great, man.
And you know what? And Steve Bleckman is I love that guy. Do you know when I was in the hospital, he was calling me? That guy is the best. I don't care what anybody says,
Well, you shouldn't care what anybody says, At the end of the day, we had our own relationships with him, and we knew that when the going got tough, he was there, man.
Oh, that guy was always there for me. Yeah. That guy, I started with him at the end of 2000, beginning of 2001, and I was shit. I had just gotten in trouble, got locked up, come out of jail and shit, and he picked me up, and I'm telling you, he was phenomenal to me and my family. My family too. He could I could never say a bad word. That guy is the best. For me.
We both and a few other guys, you know. And
Yeah.
if they do it because they don't appreciate shit.
No, they don't. You know what's funny? I remember, Vic, when you and I first went to the I think it was the Olympia in 2003, and we were sitting there eating. Do you remember that? We went to the food court together, and you and I were sitting eating, and we're like, "Holy shit, man! We know each other forever." Now, you know, like, now we wind up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we're on the same team.
I know that was beautiful, man. You know?
Yeah,
Victor, where are you working out now? Where do you work out, Victor?
I work out wherever they give me a free membership.
Oh my God! You know who always asks me about you? You remember Paulie, my partner Paul from Brooklyn?
Yes.
You know that we used to hang out with Stewie and all those guys at
You saw Stu on Monday.
Huh?
You saw Stewie on Monday.
Oh, you did? How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing good.
Is he still jacked?
Still Jack, you know. He's still Balloon Stew, you know.
With the big shirts and everything. Yeah,
his chest looked like a freaking shelf, you know. nuts.
And he did look like a shelf for a while. He had the big shirt.
Yeah, he's still not doing legs, but he still looks big.
Yeah, those were the days. I remember Johnny, when Johnny last got that hair thing done. You remember when he got that scalp done? I remember we were out to dinner.
When Johnny started messing with his hair, that's when he lost the focus for Johnny Latz, you know.
Yeah, I know. He started getting
steady, man. People start focusing on his hair, you know. They forget it's a distraction, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna let everyone know also that any donations today will go to the charity of Victor's choice to autism awareness or whatever he wants, and I'm going to do that for him. Actually,
thank you guys, man. That's what
you got it, man. You're a legend.
That's what we do for each other these days, man.
Yep, you're a legend, brother. You
Victor
are a legend.
does a lot for that autism stuff. I mean, God bless you, Victor. You're like Superman now. I mean, you could get knocked down 100 times and keep getting up. I don't know how over the years.
What is life if it's not about getting back up? You know.
Yeah, but
that or you just become a bum and then just wait to die. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I know, yeah, right. That's the truth. It's going too fast. I'm like, holy shit, slow it down. I mean, like we're already in the 5th month of 2024. You know, we're almost at halfway point. In a couple of weeks, we're halfway done. I'm like, Jesus, Mary, just where'd the time go? You know,
it just flies, man. It flies. That's why people try to say live every day like it was your last day. It's next to impossible to do that.
It is next to impossible, but you got
to. You try to, but then you know, then you have to answer for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Greg, you always told me that Victor had the best V shape.
Yes, well, he had the best. I think you remember when Dave Palumbo asked me about that, we talking after hours, and I always tell him, you know, the physique I like the most is Victor Martinez, and I'm not saying because he's my friend, but you know, you never saw the gut on him. And you know what I say? This guy always looked good in clothes because I go places and I'd see him and you know, he looks good in clothes. Whereas, you know, these other guys feel like they have to look jacked by wearing baggy, bulky shit.
Oh, man. But, you know, we had a lot of bad bodybuilding designs out there, you know.
Yeah.
Like, regardless how much money, how well we did on the stage, off the stage, we're selling products. We were dressing like clowns, man.
Oh, yeah. But, I remember remember the dedication with Snake Adger. Remember, everybody with a dedication. But I'm saying you always look good in clothes, though. You always, you know, and your structure was amazing. You should have won the Olympia, you know, that year. Was it 2007?
2007, he won the Honor Classic.
No, but what you hear that when he should have won the Olympia, though. That was
man, come on, 06. People don't talk about 06, but I thought 06 I looked pretty decent, you know.
Oh,
they couldn't really give Ronnie such a bad placing in 06 because they slowly had to push him out, you know, kind of say, Ronnie, you know, thank you, but let's slowly place you low and until the point is that you just go. But in 06, I look pretty good, man.
Yeah, you look fucking great. You look great.
You know, we did what we could, man.
Yeah,
you still look good. You know, I saw him at Signature Fitness. Man, you are still jacked. You still look good. You're gonna make a comeback?
No, give a shout out to Signature, man. They take care of us well over there. They love the
right here in Belgium.
They love the power lifters. Signature is the place to be if you're ever in, you know, Central Jersey. Such a great gym. The owners, the people, it's just you know, it's one of those gyms, man. We got to bring those days back.
Yes.
That's why I miss Bob Bonam. I loved going to shape.
Yeah.
And Bob, you know that, Victor. He was, you know, we loved you. You know that. I mean, that's sad what happened to him.
Yeah, he's the original lunk alarm guy, though. He's the
He had a video. He'd be like, we'd be at a restaurant and stuff. He'd see like somebody left a weight out, and he'd call the front desk. You tell them to, because he'd be watching all the time.
It's the original Uncle Love. I think Planet Fitness owes him money.
Wait, did I ever tell you a story? You probably already noticed the time that The Rock came there. I've told this story before, but The Rock came to his gym, and The Rock said to Bob, shit, I got nothing to wear. I forgot my shirt. Could you get me a shirt, maybe, a strong and shapely shirt? I wear it to work out. And Bob's like, yeah, sure. He gives him a shirt, right? The Rock trains in it and everything. The guy comes back about another week or so later. The Rock, Bob goes, come here for a minute, Dwayne. You still owe me money for that shirt.
Oh my!
And then The Rock goes, yeah, sure. How much? What do I owe you? Bob's like, well, they're $20 or whatever. And he goes, Dad, you know what? Don't worry about it. Keep it. The Rock goes, no.
Oh my God! What's the point of bringing it up? Just keep the Rock's money.
That was
I know already.
But that was Bob. He loved you to death, but he couldn't. He was funny like that. That was his thing.
I know.
Victor, how's your family? How's the kids? And the family?
They're good. Yeah, my daughter has a softball game right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, would have been watching, but this would have been a little hard. So my wife.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't know. We can do it.
No, it's fine. Because usually we stay there. You know how it is. Kids playing softball.
Yeah.
Watching me just playing drunk.
Yeah, man. How old is Victoria now?
Oh, this was Vivian. Vivian. Victoria is gonna be 17 next week.
Holy shit!
Time flies.
Oh my God, man! You're right. It's just crazy.
It's crazy. And all I do is I look at other friends that have kids around my daughter's age, and I ask them, "So, what do you do when they do this?" Like try to get advice. Because it's hard, man. It's hard. We think we figure it out, but it's a learning process. We don't want to be our parents. We want to actually, evolve and be better. And it's tough, man, having kids and not trying to, raise them the wrong way, but just a better way,
But they need discipline too, though, because that's what we had, and that's what kept with this internet shit.
I know, but you're getting too much discipline like we had. And next thing you know, they're calling freaking child services on you.
They got to reach the phone first.
Well, I'm telling my wife, I told her, my daughter needs discipline, not the kind that we had, discipline to just kind of know what to do and not. And she's like, what do you mean, like hit her? I'm like, slow down.
That's funny.
That's not what I said. Jeez. Words in my mouth.
Yeah, but you know what? If you got to play sports, like even softball, all that stuff, that's discipline because as long as the kids aren't sitting all day and playing games, just watching videos,
Yep.
Sports is it. I played sports. We all worked out and stuff. Jesus, Any
of your kids into lifting, Victor?
Actually, Victoria started lifting.
Oh, did she? Wow.
She asked me last year, Dad, I want to start lifting, and that was great because it wasn't me that kind of pulled her into it. She wanted to start doing it, so it's great.
Wow.
So that's our moment of bonding when we work out, go to the gym. I think it's beautiful.
Oh, that's phenomenal, man.
But they all play sports, work out, something. They get them involved in something, piano, music.
That's another one too. Too much time on their hands is the worst thing for anybody, for kids, even adults. You got adults that just sit around all day, play video games, worry about their social media or any of that stuff. That's it.
You got a priest spending about $50,000 from the. He used to play Candy Crush.
I don't know.
It's serious, man. It's serious out there.
It's crazy, and people get it. They're nuts with that stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty.
But you work this stuff. I remember going to visit you. My God, when you were a doorman, do you remember that?
Oh man, those are the humble days, man. I was planning. That's when I was planning my first diet. I remember.
Remember, I remember going in. Apartment building, you'd be sitting there at the front desk with the shirt and the tie on and stuff, Remember that? Those were the days, man.
That's where they filmed the Scarface. Remember? You're like, I think they filmed Scarface. I'm like,
I
told me about it at the time. Well, this is we're gonna do the bombing. Right across from freaking.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I used to go see him. We were friends, man. I'd go see him, and he'd be
great. I think he used to come visit me before you went out to the club.
Yeah, I did. I used to go. Yeah. I feel bad. I'd be like, I tell Bob, geez, poor Victor, he's, stuck in there. We should go get him, have him come with us. Yeah.
Nah, it was good. It was a graveyard shift. I didn't like to deal with people.
Overnight,
my kind of hours,
That I remember. It was nighttime. I remember going in. Yeah, that's the best, though. You're exactly like me. I don't want to deal with people like that.
Yeah, it was good, man. I'll do the graveyard shift even now. It's like peoplejustsuck.com,
You ain't kidding. It's so much better, though, when you don't, like, I'm also a night person. I'm not built for
you're a night.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like,
Yeah, I'm the guy that goes out shopping during winter storms, doing freaking snowstorms or whatever, blizzard, I don't know, torrential rainstorms. That's when I go to the gym. That's when I'm out there,
Me, I train at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what's funny? I also go shopping an hour before the stores close because it's people. I like to go at night, like the store closes at 12, over here.
I do, hour when it opens or hour before they close.
Yup. That's another one. If I happen to be up and I hadn't slept yet, I'll go to the store in the morning. I'll be one of those people waiting for them to unlock the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just I don't want people even bumping into me. That's just from the Bronx days, I don't want someone bumping me. It's like it's gonna start a riot, But
Old days. What do you think about the cell phones in the gym, Victor? When they put that, that's gotta go. You think?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, listen, using the cell phone, I will not ask you if I could use the machine. I'm just gonna use it.
That's right.
That's the old school way, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use it. I'm not gonna ask you. If I see you on the phone, I wait till you get off. I tell you, hey, let me jump in.
Yeah.
I don't ask you, let me jump in. I don't ask you, can I share? Can I work in? I'm like, no, I'm telling you, and that's what I do. It's just one of those things because at the end of the day, it's not your machine. It's supposed to share. Sharing is caring. But kids get tight, man. These kids get tight these days.
Oh, but the other thing is, I tell them you're supposed to be training. You're sitting there like this. I see sometimes you're on a social media thing where you're I see him even playing video games. I'm like, dude, get off the fucking machine. I did a whole video about that because it drives me insane.
Yeah, it sucks, man. These
people, the exercises they do now, it's like one of these things, and then they do this. The Kai Mystique wearing the hood, and they look so serious. And yet you ain't doing shit.
Yeah, but you know what the other thing is? I can't stand when they fucking videotape each other, right? And I'm in the fucking background. I'm like, yo, dude, I don't want to be in your Facebook video, bro. Fame it that way, I don't want to be somebody else.
Go with the flow. At the end of the day, they're gonna do it, but they're gonna film me. I'm just gonna bomb their freaking camera. I always do like a funny face.
When you get guys this to come to the gym with you, that's when he stops. Stop the fucking filming.
Yeah, but guy's always, he's got his new gym. Congratulations to him. Yeah, that's great. He's always into something, man.
Yeah, he's in Bethlehem, PA. He opened it.
That's great. You don't have kids. You have all this time to do extracurricular activities. Create more businesses. So I think that's fantastic.
That's because you have more Scott oil in your pocket. Because when you have kids, they fucking drain that between the girlfriend and the kids. Right?
I'm going through the list of stuff, man. And the thing is, you can't write none of that stuff off.
No, you can't. I mean, the kids forget about it. That's what killed me.
How are your kids doing?
My kids are all grown up. I mean, my daughter.
It's still your kids, though.
Yeah, it's still my kids. No,
it's still your babies. It's still your babies.
He's 34. Is NSA intelligence. He was Army intelligence, special ops, and now my daughter is fights. She's a assistant mechanic and freaking at a mechanic. Yeah, but she fights in the ring. She does jujitsu. Yes, she does jujitsu now. She's doing boxing too.
Competitively?
Up there, yeah. Look, we're legit. Like she
I gotta talk to her. My friend wants to organize a fight, so
Yeah, I'll talk.
My brother can help you with that too.
Yeah, Joe.
My brother's a boxer, so he can help you.
Joe's brother does a boxing thing. It just had Jim Lampy on
with Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas, right?
Yeah, of course.
Teddy Atlas. Yeah.
We're good friends, so he's a nice guy.
That's great.
Joe used to do judo and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, judo and jiu-jitsu and everything. Yeah, so it's
great, man. I tried to get my daughter in jiu-jitsu, man. It was like no go, man.
You know what it is? It's hard to serve two masters, even for me. It's hard to. You can't go working out and bust your hole and go, okay, now let's go fucking roll some jiu-jitsu, because then that shit. My daughter's always getting like, yeah, my knee's hurting today. They're always getting hurt too. The jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean?
You have to start. You have to condition yourself for it. If we try to do that now, we'll dislocate our shoulder on the first.
Absolutely. But you know what? We're old school guys, so we're all or nothing. So for me, if I'm going to do jujitsu, I'm going in there to fucking like be a badass. I'm not going in there to fucking, I'm just going to putz around. Just like when I work out. I never went in the gym and said, you know, I'm a little tired today. I'm just going to go through the motions. Not me. It's all or nothing. You know what I mean?
You got to give me your daughter's information. What's her, what is it, Instagram and all that?
Yeah, she's on Instagram.
Gotta support her, man. Gotta support her. I didn't know this, man.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. She's daughter's badass. She's really bad. You know, right?
She trains people?
Huh?
She trains people?
My brother?
Train people. She
trains also, like in the MMA or boxing.
Yeah, she trains MMA. She fights in the friggin' octagon. She fights. That's what she does.
No, you gotta put it out, man. Come on, go see some of her fights. That way, you know she has her own people. You know?
We got to do. Yeah, I'm gonna get. You know, she's starting to box right now. She's gonna be going to Danbury, Connecticut, in a boxing thing up there. You know, because my friend's a big boxing coach.
That's right there, man. So she's gonna have a meet there.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out when her next. You know, when
send it. I support my friends' kids, man. I always do. Always support
you, Victor.
And we always support you, Victor.
No, we gotta do that, man. We gotta look out, man. Gotta look out for our kids, man. The next generation, you know.
Yeah, I got a bunch of Dominican friends. One of them, Alfred, and he said that he looks up to you because I think you're the second guy in the Dominican Republic to be pro.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good. Tell him I said what's up. Just don't lend him money, all right? Actually, don't let him borrow anything because then he becomes the owner, right? I don't lend anything to my Dominican friends. They just keep it.
Guys here are saying, as somebody said, he met you in a powerhouse gym in New Haven.
Montanari brothers.
Yeah, I've been there many times. Yeah,
I always make a pit stop there when I'm going either on my way back from Boston or to Boston to see my daughter.
Evan trains there, Senapani. I used to see.
It's always good to see him.
Yeah, the brothers are good guys too. The Montanari.
Oh man, they're stellar guys, man. I mean, more gym owners should be like these guys, you know.
Absolutely.
I mean, they make it a pleasure just walking in and hanging out. They set the tone, the vibe. I mean, everything. You know?
Vlad was just here last week. He filmed it here. Vlad. He's fun. Yeah, Vlad. He was in my house.
Vlad's busy, man, doing that Olympia movie.
Yeah. He's got another movie he's doing. You probably already know. He told me not to say anything yet, but so I won't say anything. But you know,
I'll say it anyway. Later.
Shit, I didn't say which one, but
Yes, Victor is still huge. They said, Victor hit a bicep shot. Heard you still. Victor's still jacked, brother. He's still jacked, Christopher. Look at that. Look at that bicep, bro. Look at that, man. He's still great. He still can compete today.
Yes,
you can, brother. Yes, you can.
With the geriatric Olympia. Not even masters.
Are you done with that or no?
Come on, Greg. Come on. What's this for, man? I think last year, and I said it, you know what? If anybody gets ready for the Masters Olympia, I think they're going to freaking, burn a fuse or something, blow a gasket. And who won it last year?
Oh, shit.
Well, come on. But that's exactly what I said. As soon as you win it, nobody's going to remember who won,
You know what?
That's what happened. I know it was Kamal because I was, I was kind of, watching out and looking out to see who's going to do it. But it was done in the boondocks in Romania, somewhere out there. And it was piggybacking off a show. And I think first prize was like 30 grand or something,
Yeah.
But to get there, it costs you, and get ready for the show, it costs you like 15 or 20. So,
wow.
And that's if you had to win, So it's one of those things like, I don't think they should be a Masters bodybuilding show. Not if these guys want to live, at least.
No, you know what it is too, Vic? Like even in the NPC, you got guys that are, 35, 40 years old going into Masters saying, I won the Masters. To me, a Masters like, older, like 60-ish.
40 now. But I think Dexter did it at the right time. Dexter did it while he was still doing the Olympia. That was the best time. Do the Masters while you're still competing. But to come out of retirement, do a Masters, and I think Vinny Galanti did it. And, I praise these guys. They're still going at it. They're still pushing it. But I know what it takes to get ready. And the recovery, that's the one thing I don't want to deal with. recovery. Right now, before it used to take like three months to recover, a couple of months.
Yeah.
Now it probably takes like 6 months to a year.
Yeah,
Wow.
man. But to me, bodybuilding's a lifestyle now. It's just like it's the way I live my life.
Move it around, you know. We don't shift it up to 6 gear or anything like that. But you got to still do it. We do it for ourselves, for our health,
Right.
mentally and physically, and we love it. We love it, man. We're never gonna stop doing this, you know.
I'll always bodybuild till the day they plant me in the ground.
Yeah. Certain exercises we won't do anymore. But
Never. And I don't do any heavy. Even Jimmy the Bull, we were talking. He's like, bro, I have trouble benching 135 now. You know what I mean? Because it's hard. You know what I mean? As you get older, that shit fucking kills you. And your body's been doing it for how many years? You know, I started in 1972. My joints are like freaking. Forget about it,
Come on, man.
How's your health,
I'll be held by Scotch tape, man. Not even duct tape.
I'm lucky that Scotch tape holding it together. It's like spider webs and shit. It's cobwebs holding my shit together,
How's your health?
Go ahead.
How's your health? It good? Your health is good? You feel good?
Last I checked.
Holy shit. You don't want to be
It's like going to the doctor's office. I'm like, yo.
That's me. I got to have surgery week from Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, the 21st. I got to have surgery to get the gallbladder taken out and all that.
Yeah.
Surgery and stuff and everything,
Yeah, it was bad. I almost died from that shit.
You almost died. You almost died.
Yeah, no, I had a little gallbladder issue myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was like in pain. I went to the Chinese herbalist though.
Oh boy.
You go to Chinese herbalist, they give you these teas, like 1,000-year-old teas, and within a couple of weeks I was good. And that was last year.
Oh, it was last year?
Yeah. I know my gallbladder. I thought I had it almost. My doc was like, you might have to take it out if the inflammation doesn't come down, and it actually came down. So that's one of those things that you want to always do alternative medicine, but not no voodoo medicine. This was just herbal.
I've been doing some alternative stuff. I got so many supplements here. It's not funny. I do a lot of milk thistle because I had to. What happened was the stone went down my tube, right? My whatever you call it, and it blocked it. So all the bile backed up, went into my pancreas, into my liver, and I had liver, not cirrhosis, but I had a swollen liver, and I had pancreatitis. A piece of my pancreas now has necrosis, which it's called walled-off necrosis. So my doctor, she said it's okay. It's not going to affect you. But, it was that bad. I mean, my pancreas and everything was out to here. I was yellow, and my eyes were yellow. And because it backed up.
Yeah. Usually the toxins, when it gets,
I can't take the risk. She told me I'm a high risk that can happen again. If it happens again, I could destroy my whole pancreas and everything, and then I'm fucked. My mother died of pancreas cancer, so I worry about that shit. I have wicked pancreatitis. You want to talk pain? I felt like somebody shot me in the gut with a cannonball.
I could take any kind of pain, but stomach, it's not fun.
Wow.
Funny you say it, because I always say, give me a bad cold, but don't give me that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, any kind of pain. I mean, I hung out with a broken arm for like a week, hung out with a torn kneecap for almost a week as well, and I can do that, but stomach, it's just too much, man.
Yeah.
My gut health is one of those things. That's why I don't eat crazy food. I don't eat, processed foods. I just keep it simple and eat enough. And now I don't eat every 2-3 hours. I eat every 4 or 5 hours, and it's just better.
I eat good too. The problem is I'm always hungry. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry.
Listen, as long as you're not shitting in the bag, man, I think we're still good. Right?
Well, sometimes I jumped out of the car the other day. You know what I mean? I had to do it. So
as long as it's still coming out of the same hole, you're good, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The same hole, that's for sure. But no colostomy bags or anything.
Go Rangers. Yeah.
Go Rangers. Yeah, the Rangers are tied it up 1-1, by the way. Rangers tied it up 1-1.
Dude, it's Mr. G, George.
Mr. G, yeah, Mr. G just came there. He's on there. He's at the Rangers tied it up.
Oh, yeah. But, so it's fucking great. These guys are. But the Rangers, I love the Rangers. That was the greatest. When they won in '94, I remember I couldn't function because I was a big Ranger fan.
When Gretzky was still on there, yeah.
Oh man, they won every game in the last couple seconds. It was like I couldn't, like, it was the craziest fucking Stanley Cup, and every game It went to the 7th game of every series between them, the Devils, and, you know, and Vancouver at the end there was fucking killing me.
The Knicks are going too, man. The Knicks are doing well.
The Knicks revived. Talk about
Yeah.
reviving of the Knicks, man. It reminds me of the days of
94.
Yeah, the 90s, man, when the Knicks were on
Knicks,
fire. Wolves all the time, head to head. This is great.
To me, the Knicks are like the Jets, though. You know what I mean? Like the Jets won in 1969. You know what I mean? They haven't even been in the playoff. I mean, like in the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, they start off good, but they just have no cigar.
Right.
You know?
They cock tease you. You know what I mean? The Jets.
Playing well.
Look at last year. You get the fucking quarterback, brand new quarterback, and then fucking he lasts like 3 plays. You know what I'm saying?
I know. What a
Yankees
flop.
are doing all right. Yankees are doing all right.
The Yankees.
You know, the Yankees, man. You know, you can't never count out the Yankees. Come on.
You could go to like you could go to the Amazon and see some fucking tribe that hasn't seen human beings, and somebody will have a Yankee cap on it.
Somebody will. Somebody. Come on, man. Yankees are here to stay forever.
It's everywhere. The Yankee caps are you know, that's the shit. The Yankees are you either love them or you hate them. But even the people that hate them, you know, sometimes they'll wear a Yankee cap because it's like fashionable. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah,
That's
just
true.
fashion. Meanwhile, they don't know how to name a single player.
Meanwhile, I watch every game. I'm nuts with the Yankees. That's my sport.
Yeah. No, I record it or just catch the highlights, man. I can never watch. I mean, other than, you know, my softball game, my daughter, that's
the only one.
Yeah, when they score 5 runs, they have to do like a mercy, you know, on the next team.
I was the same way with my daughter. My daughter was the captain of a basketball team and a lacrosse team. And I'm not really a big basketball guy, but I used to go to every game and all the practices. So I liked watching basketball when it was high school girls basketball. But other than that,
that's good. You support sport. That's me, man. I'm the guy who watches everything. I even watch curling, man. I'm like,
oh yeah, me too. I watch.
I watch it.
Olympic sports, track and field. I love that shit.
Track and field, some Olympics, baby. That's it.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
You ever watch gymnastics? You say, how do those girls jump around and do on a fucking balance beam? I can't even walk on a balance beam's this wide. And they do flips and upflips like that and land straight.
I bunnies myself up some stairs, man.
Holy shit.
Someone here mentioned the sound effect.
That's why we used to love Kim Klein, you know. It's like,
how's she doing?
I don't know. I hope she's doing great. You know. She's
I love
Teachers Week. She's a teacher, so I hope she's doing great, and her students are, you know, taking care of her.
Yeah, her and Rob aren't together though anymore, right? I think her and Rob Klein. I think she's back to Kim Scheidler.
I don't think they were ever together.
Oh, really? I was with Rob Klein, right? And we were in Vegas.
I love you, Rob. Love you, man.
we love Rob. I was with him in Vegas, and he fucking gave me like a stack of chips, right? And he goes, "We're playing a game." I lost the whole thing in like 1 minute.
I know. He was always so generous, you know.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I liked Rob Klein. He was a really good, but Kim was great.
Oh no! When I moved to Jersey, he hooked me up with an apartment. You know how much I was paying in Jersey at the time? He hooked me up with an apartment because one developer here hooked it up. Like, oh, you're a friend of Rob's? $600.
Well, where? Wow.
Well, right here in Fort Lee, man.
Oh shit!
I know. That same apartment right now is like $3,000.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Rob
always look out. Rob, you call him right now, it's like you haven't seen him in like a couple of days. You know, he always picks up where you left off.
Yeah, he's a good man. I love Rob Klein. He was a great guy. I hope he's doing well and he's happy. You know, he gave me all them chips. I felt so bad. I'm like, Rob, man, I'm so sorry. I said, you should have taught me how to play this. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know, throwing down these bets.
Smart guy. You know, he's just
he was very smart. I think he was kind of the driving force behind her too. You know what I'm saying? Like
of course, man. You know what? I think that's the only thing. I think she was next in line for Miss Olympia, and that time they weren't together. That's why she missed that calling right there.
Yeah.
Should have hung out tight one more year with him, and she would have had it. But
it
happens. It happens. The universe, man. It just takes you to a different place.
Yeah.
And different calling. But
you know what? At least she had the school to fall back because she was, really a good teacher.
Come on, they're good. They're both teachers, right? Yeah.
They're both teachers. And you know what? That's a great pension, and that's the one thing that the sport but, you know,
shout out to all the teachers if y'all listening here. You know,
All the teachers, thank you. Love you, teachers.
my niece that won that bikini show, she's a high school teacher, you know.
high school.
Yeah, she teaches high school, and she's
How
little.
old is she?
She's 29, but you know what? She has a kid's face. She's 15. You know what I mean? And she's little, and you know, but
Watch these high school boys, man. These motherfuckers look like 30-year-olds now.
well, got kids and shit now. You know what I mean? Like, you know, male pattern baldness. You know, and I'm like, oh, shit. And they hit on her all the time.
Well, I'm sure. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Hey, Victor, you know the first place I ever met you? We met at the Sound Factory years ago.
Oh,
man. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's old school. Remember that?
A lot of fun. Let's just leave it at that, right?
Yeah, well, of course,
it was our heaven and our hell.
Yes, it was. It was our heaven and our hell. Those were the.
And the funniest thing was, it's like, man, we used to be there, and you know, people go out now. You know, it's usually 3 hours. You know, but we'll be there like 10 hours. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? This is ridiculous. And then we'll do it again next weekend.
That's right.
Yes,
You know what the best shit was? You come out of there, and if you didn't have sunglasses on because it's fucking 1 in the afternoon or 2 in the afternoon, like this, because your senses were deprived in there.
You can't even believe. I can't even fathom doing that right now.
Oh, God. You don't drink. You're fucking dehydrated in there and shit. You know, it was. But Victor and I were going. I remember going in the 90s. You know, we were going in the 90s. Then the other bodybuilders, they started that shit later. You know what I mean? And it's
there. My training partner was at the door, so everybody's paying all this money and buying all these drinks, and meanwhile I'm getting his drink tickets. So it cost me nothing, and it was just no cell phones, no social media.
No social media.
You could get lost and really have fun and because you know word got out what you were doing in there.
Different time and different time.
I had a lot of fun, bro. I did some fucked up shit there, but it was crazy, man.
Allegedly. We all did fucked up shit in there, allegedly.
Listen, Bob used to hate going with me because I'd stop and talk with everybody. He goes, we can't walk 10 feet without you fucking talking to people. You know what I mean? And then you're taking a shit in the bedroom. Well, I was anyway. But, you know, you open up a stall, there's guys, girls all in the stall, fucking every snorting, fucking around.
It was normal, man. It was everybody bathroom when it was cool to be at now it isn't, you know. Now it's like,
you know,
totally different times, man.
Crazy. We had good times there, man. That was
really good times back in the day.
The best thing is when the bodybuilders were in town, they all showed up there, right?
Yep.
Always.
Dorian Yates used to go there.
Rod Lopez there.
Robbie was the best. Yeah, Robbie Lopez.
King Kamali was definitely, he was a late bloomer, but once he got in there, that's it, man. You couldn't pry anything out of there, man.
Yeah. Zachary Mubarak, you know.
Man.
Kamali be there. Back then he was with his wife. I don't know if he's still with her, you know, Barbara. And then he'd be then fucking Craig Titus when he was in town was always in there. I'd see Dory in there, you know.
I don't know. Might have killed somebody in there too, and we don't know about it, you know.
What's that?
Craig Titus. He might have killed somebody in fact.
Right? He probably. Well, I can tell stories, but I'm not telling them on here. You know what I mean?
Find a web to donate $5.
Make sure statute limitations ran out.
Right. You know, Robbie Lopez.
That's your lawyer first.
Robbie Lopez has got some good stories too.
Always. It was Robbie. He always observed. He was one of the guys in the back and saw everything going on, and he just kind of chilled. And then he will tell you later on when you're sober, you know what you did? You know what you did? I don't want to know, man.
I see some good shit there. You know, it's crazy.
We're all grown up now, and we're all got kids we got to take care of.
All good, man. That's why you got to have fun. I mean, we did it. You know, we can talk about it now. We survived it. You know, a few people got a little bit caught up. They extended the party by another 20 years. That's, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem. But, It's all there. Again, we're just having a good time, man. At that time, you can do it. And look, pandemic happened. You don't have those clubs anymore.
No, dude, you can't even go to.
And then you go to Miami or any place right now. You're looking at spending at least $5,000 to have not even half the good time that we did for a bottle of water.
Wow.
You know? It's unbelievable. What they've done to this country is Unbelievable what this guy's done. I'm paying $5, $6 for a carton of eggs. I just saw a video the other day where a guy was shopping, and this was when Trump was president. He was in Walmart. He's looking at eggs, and it says 75 cents. You know what I mean? I'm like,
crazy, man. I think I'm gonna open up an egg spot, man. You know,
it's
Protein eggs.
yeah. So a street corner and start selling eggs, man. Pushing eggs.
It's crazy.
You know. By the way, Robbie Lopez was a great DJ too. Did you ever hear him spin records?
Oh, he's still DJing. He's still DJing, but he's DJing in places I can't go. You know, it's like trouble. You know.
Well, now
you know.
Yeah. We're at the point where now we're the oldest guys in the club. I used to go with Bob. Back I was 40, he was like 52. And I used to be like, holy shit, Bob's 52. You know, but he hung out, you know, he fit in, you know what I mean? He was picking up young girls and shit. But now, you know, I'm like, holy fuck, you know, I'm like grandfather, you know what I mean?
I mean, before you could do it, now it's like you pick up a girl now you have to pick up all her bills too. Before you can pick up a young girl and just chill, you know?
You know what, Victor? When we went, it was different. And then we went during the era that can't be come back. So in other words, these kids today don't know what a club is. Like when we went, it was different. That shit opened up on Friday night and closed Sunday afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
I remember I was working for Peter Gation too at the Tunnel.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, the Tunnel, Limelight.
The Tunnel, yeah. Vin Diesel was working there too.
He was part of the security team. I was just a freaking new guy who would just, you know, make sure that nobody touched the drug pushers. It came out already. You know, they had a whole story, they had a whole documentary about it. So I didn't know she was a drug pusher. They just said, make sure nobody touches her.
Yeah, right. That's it. I remember those days too, bro. They would turn on the lights on Sunday, and there'd be kids fucking dead in that club.
The half pipe was the best.
I remember
the half pipe in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could bring your skateboards and stuff.
Yeah, people. That was great. Those are the days, bro. Yeah, those are the days, man.
But you'll never see that again. And the kids, they don't know what that's like. You know, they go to these raves and shit.
And if you do it, it's gonna be awkward because again, it's all now. It's not about the hangout. It's just how much money can they make? How much money can they get out of you? You know, or how many people can put in $1,000 so you can have a half a mediocre time? You know.
Yeah, we had fun though. We had a lot of like you said. I didn't even pay. Me and Bob were getting in there afraid. The door guy there, I think it's one of your guys.
It was Dean Lewis.
Yeah, because he was into bodybuilding, and he would let us in and shit. And
that's how I met him because I used to go in after I would do the show Saturday night, and I was just so wired from eating so much carbs after the show that I would go to Sound Factory and by 4 or 5 in the morning, I started posing in the middle of the freaking dance floor. And he was like, dude, you look insane. What's your name? And that's how he became my training partner.
He was a good guy, though. He used to let us in. I remember.
He still is. He's still the same.
And then Paris at the door, she used to let us in. Come on.
Oh, Paris, I heard she passed away.
No, did she really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I heard. I hope I'm wrong, but that's
wow. Oh no, she was
Sound Factory heads.
She was all right. She was a good person, man. Paris, But that's all. We're talking like that's old school, though. That's a while ago now. You're talking about when we would go there, even in the 90s. The 90s. This is 2024 here.
You're talking about the Guidos. They took over all the clubs, though.
Oh yeah, but I don't like that shit though.
I took over, and I think the only reason why slowly they started trickling away was just because then the people that worked out started coming in. Want to work out, some of them. So
it's just like anything else. The era changes, but it's hard to get that back. Even with bodybuilding today, you see all these fucking guys. You cut off their heads, they all look up. You know what I mean? They're all so
big. Haney made a comment about that the other day. It's like it looks like they're all put together like a freaking Picasso.
Right.
It's lopsided. I don't know.
Picasso's abstract more art, not Michelangelo, but Picasso.
Oh yeah, just kind of thrown, not even, and kind of distorted.
You see all these guys
side here, bicep.
Oh, shit. It's the truth, though. You got a 40-inch ripped waist, right? The fucking waist, fucking legs are like fucking, you know.
That's a good way to put it, though, Craig. He said bodybuilders look abstract now. That's what.
Yeah, you're abstract. Picasso was like,
without insulting them, you know.
No, it's not. But remember, Picasso was one of the greatest artists ever. But he did that.
A great artist.
He did that picture. My parents were both artists. He did that famous picture with the rowboat on the fucking beach, and you're like, dude, that looks like something I did in fucking 8th grade. You know what I'm saying, right? Remember when you would paint in school?
It was $10 million right now.
$10 million.
Look, that's just priceless. There's no price tag. You can't even buy shit like that. You'd have to have, you know, you'd have to have fucking, you know, what's his name's money there? Elon Musk's money to buy that shit, you know? But if I look at it, I'm like, I don't know, you know?
Yeah.
That's really what bodybuilding is. It's a matter of opinion on who you think. Like, you look at two physiques and you say, well, I like that physique. Every show, there's somebody that says, no, he got robbed. He shouldn't have won. He should, you know, right? And
the opinions are run wild. It's crazy.
Right.
I just think when a bodybuilder is at the top, the only thing that my pet peeve, it's like, why so fucking angry? Like, why so angry? Regardless, why so angry at anything? When you're right there at the top, you should be like just kind of cruising, having a good time, you know?
Really, yeah.
Listening to somebody who doesn't even have, you know, a freaking, I don't know, a physique body, like criticize you, like getting angry at that, like just keep moving. Don't, you know, give them the time of day, you know, keep moving. At the end of the day, you're at the top, keep riding the top and keep going. I mean, look at right now with the classic physique, you know, Bumstead is crazy, man. Fan base is nuts.
Yeah.
But he's so kind. I don't understand how anybody can even hate this guy, you know.
No, great. I love his physique. But you compare these guys today with the body, everybody's fucking 275 pounds ripped. I mean, you can't even have a 202 class was too big. You had to make it 212. Now they want to push it up even further because nobody can even make that, you know, all the, you know, look at Lee Priest, Sean Ray, all those guys were under 200 when they compete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They would be like skinny guys today. You know what I mean? Like, it's
beautiful to see these guys knowing that. I mean, from the 80s to the 90s, it was just such appealing to see these physiques. You can admire them, not know them, obviously, not, you know, which is, you know, one of those things. You didn't understand how they spoke. You didn't anything, you know, their accents, nothing, because everything was in the magazine.
Right.
And, you know, you had to wait till the Olympia came out. At that time, I think they used to air it on ESPN.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's never put on ESPN.
Oh, man, it was just one of those things where if you would catch it, you'll be like, wow, you'll be glued to the TV. I remember pulling out the VCR just to record it.
Me too. I mean, I remember oiling up Lee Labrada, who was at my gym, right, in 1988. And he was like 191 pounds. That's it. And look at his physique. I mean, he almost beat Lee Haney that one year. He's
man. Regardless of how short, it has such a freaking, you know, huge fucking impact in bodybuilding, man.
You know who else was like that, Victor? Remember Muhammad Makawi?
Of course.
Down was small, but let me.
Makawi, well, but he's what was he, from Egypt?
Yes, but no, but he was what did he? I mean, I think he only weighed in the 160s to 170. He was small. You know what I mean? But his physique was
between him from Francis Benefato.
That's funny you say that because I love Francis Benefato. That's another one I was good.
Francis, wow.
Yeah, Francis Benefato had that almost kind of a combination of Lee Labrada and Samir Banu, who I thought had a great body too when he was in shape.
Well, I went to Rochester to see one of Steve's shows up there, and I remember just kind of sitting down because my sister lives up there. And I saw, and I don't know how I recognized him, but I think he still had the same hairstyle. Danny Padilla.
I knew you were going to say that.
Wow.
But man, I showed this guy so much love. He was like, "What the hell? How does this guy know?" You know, because he was already done. By the time I kind of got into it, he was already done. But it's from the magazines, you still create this, you know, relationship. It was like, wow, you know, you still admire this guy. And I'm like, wow, dang, how you doing? And I'm giving him a shout out. He's like, wow, people still like me.
No, but that, you know what? That's appreciative, though. That's respect. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That shows respect because a lot of the old guys, I was with Ed Corney before he got he had a stroke. So he used to talk like this, and he used to say, like, these young guys don't respect him. They don't realize, dude, I'm the guy in the cover pumping up.
You gotta show respect, man, because they paved the way, man. They paved the way to make this, you know, bodybuilding thing a thing for you now. You know,
I loved Padilla. He's another one. I think he weighed 160 pounds or whatever. He's only like 5'2", 5'3". You know, he's small. You know, he's than me. You know, and I'm saying like he was God to me. I love that guy.
What was it, Greg? What was it? Go ahead.
Samir Bannout too, right? Greg?
Samir, we were just hanging out with him last year.
Oh, were you?
Samir.
Yeah, he comes around these parts.
He's a great personality.
He has an old school. He has old school labs.
Yes, that's right. Old school labs, correct.
Samir's got a great personality. That's the guy.
Great personality, and he's like a freaking bodybuilding almanac. This guy's numbers. I thought you were sharp, Greg, but this guy's just like he spits out names, spits out freaking scenes of what happened backstage at what time and what show. I'm like, this guy's sharp, man.
Oh yeah.
Great time. Always a good time. Always a good time, bro.
I met him in 1981, and he was like, I got old pictures of me and him in Gold's Gym. I put him up, and he even says you should have never left. We had a good time because I had a good time with that guy. He acted like he was just one of the guys. He didn't act like he hadn't even won the Olympia yet, but he was a top bodybuilder on his way up to the Olympia. You know what I'm saying?
Lying in Lebanon.
Years later.
Lying in Lebanon. He's just great.
Wow.
That's great to see him, man. I always look forward to seeing him because it's always going to be a good time. And he's still a ladies' man too.
Oh yeah, yeah, he is. He's funny and he's very adamant. You know what I mean? Like when he talks, and he's very. And this is George another one. Is that what somebody's trying to say?
Who?
I think somebody's John Mancini. I think he just wrote George Farah.
Yeah, shout out to his movie. Just released his movie.
To George Farah?
Yeah. George Farah got a movie, man.
I gotta see that. He's
Lego's your favorite boxer. Is that your favorite boxer? Lego is your favorite boxer?
Nah, man, come on, man. It's always been what is it? Diesel. Calvin Klein or Diesel, always.
Okay.
I used to wear. I mean, it used to be Hugo Boss, but he doesn't make not underwear as good as he made Nazi uniforms,
I wear Walmart. That's my favorite.
Wow.
But that's funny.
Yeah.
I got to see George Farah. I didn't know that he had that guy is another one, man. The shit that he's going through. He was shot in the chest, and I don't know how the hell he.
No. I said George Farah was in Sound Factory. I'm like, listen, he could survive bullets, but I don't think he would have survived Sound Factory. You come to Sound Factory. You're fucking.
No, I don't think.
Right? You go in there. At first, you hear the music a block away. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
You go in there and like even exit. We go into exit, same thing. You couldn't fucking hear your whole. It's sensory deprivation.
Exit, man.
Right?
Good time at exit. I think it was the first time I saw Chris Cormier posing on a pedestal. And I get lost walking around because that was like a club in a freaking mall. Like that was like the biggest club ever. And then I get lost and I run into one guy from freaking Oz, Dean Winters.
Wait, he was always there, the tall guy, the one that does that. He does that.
No, Dean Winters, O'Reilly. He played O'Reilly from Oz.
Wow.
You know what? I'll tell you who was always in Exit. The other guy from Oz, the one that does that commercial, like on Mayhem. You know?
Yeah, him. That's Dean Winters.
He's the time. Hey, Greg, what's going on? I didn't even know who the fuck he was at the time, but he was in Oz.
No, I saw him. I remember him from Oz, and I said, "Yo, we hanging out tonight." And I'm like, "Everything's on me."
I had a good time with that guy too. He was a great guy. He'd be on the middle of the dance floor as soon as you got out there. It was fucking crazy.
No, I dragged him to Sound Factory with me from there. Like, we're not gonna end it here. Exit. We're going to Sound Factory.
Go to Sound Factory.
That was, but you're right though, man. We would go up there. Junior Vasquez sometimes would spin there in Exit. And we go up there. You'd see him in the fucking thing. We would go right up to his booth. Upstairs, there was the fucking bathrooms look like porta potties. Do you ever remember that? The porta potty bathrooms?
Of course, man.
That was crazy. They had like fucking the doors. You can almost like see through them. They were like a shower door.
That's where you put all the stash in the porta potties.
Oh my god!
Fan you can take off and put your stash there. But yeah, I mean, it was one of those things that it's just going back and thinking about it. It was fun. It was fun. It was innocent because we did it, and at the end of the day, Monday came around.
Yep.
We still went back to work. We still did what we had to do, and we you know, we weren't caught up on the weekend. You know, partying all week. People,
exactly.
you know.
We were younger, that's why. Today, I'd be like, on Monday, you'd have to take me out on a scooter. You know
it won't be a Monday. Maybe the following Monday, a week later.
Right? Your head would be like, after leaving that couple, for the rest of the day, you'd be like sensory deprived. You know what I mean?
It would be.
Ears, your eyes, everything. Even trying to talk. Because all day, Victor, do you want a salsa? You'd have to yell in somebody's ear and shit.
And everybody thought they could dance. Everybody thought.
Yeah. And the more lit they were, the more they did dance. Right?
Just running place.
It's been an hour, so I want to respect Victor's time.
Oh, okay.
Victor,
No, it's good, man. We're chilling, man. My daughter's done with the games.
I just want to respect your time. You're good? You okay?
No, daughter's good, man. I don't get to see Greg much, you know.
Okay,
all
you guys,
good, man.
guys
As
keep
long as
going,
everybody
man.
wants to hear us more talk crap, it's all good.
I love this.
Black on my evening. Black on my evening. That's it.
I love this because we haven't seen each other in a while, and
right.
You know, Victor. I mean, I remember so many great things, you know, and shit, and just it was fun times. And we, you know, he introduced me to some cool people I wanted to become friends with. You know what I mean? And you know, there's some guys that I still remember very well. That were good. You know that I.
Yeah. And all the fans have been asking for you and Victor to come together on my show. I'm like, I gotta get these guys together because it's like true, you know, bros.
Yeah, I mean, we know each other before we were, you know, like in a big sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember.
He worked a job. I mean, the guy worked. He didn't fuck around.
We worked jobs. We did jobs, man. 2, 3 jobs. It was 2 or 3. It wasn't just one. We would just do it. We didn't complain. We just went through the process at the same time, you know, work legally and a little hustle on the side. You know, it was you know, but now it's everybody just hates your hustle. Somebody hates something about you, hates your hustle, hates anything. It's just everybody's so judgmental. At the end of the day, people are embarrassed to actually work hard now for some weird reason, you know, regardless if it's just a 9 to 5, you know, have no shame in that, man.
But the internet.
Victor, who is your favorite boxer? My brother wants to know.
Boxer, man, if you go way back, I like Duran, man.
Roberto Duran.
Duran was my favorite growing up. Hands of stone, and that guy was.
Yeah, Duran, and obviously we grew up in Mike Tyson era. So
yeah,
Mike Tyson, of course.
I think I love Tyson.
Tyson, and from Jersey, it was Arturo Gatti, man.
Jersey City boy. That's where we grew up.
Arturo Gatti, man. He was just I never seen like a warrior. I mean, he fought this fight. He had broken his hand. And he kept going, man. He kept going. He kept going. Man, this guy, man. I wish it would have never gone to Brazil. You know,
it was like that. I know that was horrible. What happened to him over there? That's some bullshit too. And that girl got away with some fucking bullshit.
Yeah. We all know what she did. We all know she did it, and that's you know. At the end of the day, she still got all his money.
That's what she wanted.
Yeah. Pretty crazy, man.
Vinny Paz. You remember Vinny Pazienza? He's another one. He went
to Vinny Paciencia,
5 championships, 5 different divisions, and that fucking guy had a broken neck.
I know.
Great Mike Quinn stories.
Mike Quinn, man. Oh,
Mike Quinn.
How many people did he slap in the IFBB, man?
Victor, I was with Bob Bonam, and we were at that. There was an after party. It was in a restaurant. It was closed, right? Steve Weinberger was there with Jim Mannion. The families were all with them, the wives and everything. And that's when what's his name was trying to get in. Vince McMahon was trying to get in with the IFBB before he started his own little thing.
Yes.
And ask Weinberger about this. He'll tell you. They had an argument, and Jim Mannion went crazy. I'll fucking kill you like this. And McMahon just stood up, adjusted his shirt, and just stood there. But they had it. So I was with Bob Bonam and Mike Quinn. Mike Quinn jumped, and I mean jumped on top of a Mannion, and so did Steve Weinberger to stop him because he was good. I'm telling you, I never saw him. He was so angry. And
Mike Quinn, man, he was one of those guys. I'm like, when I met him, I think I met him. I'm gonna tell you another guy who I met him with. It was man, he was from Brooklyn. Kenny.
Little Kenny. Kenny. I know it's Kenny.
Jones.
Ken Jones. Kenny Jones. Yes.
He goes, yo, Vic, I want you to meet a legend, and It was in Mike Quinn, man, and I was just like, okay, let me make sure I don't get on his freaking bad side here. It was super nice, though.
It was nuts at the end. His girlfriend was living with Bob Bonam, but it's just his friends. Meanwhile, Mike Quinn would come over to the house to see his girlfriend. It was, why didn't you live together? Because Mike was living with his family down in Florida. They lost it at the end there, but it was great. And Bob would be, it was just a crazy situation. But the thing is, though, Mike jumped on top of it was Mannion and wanted to kill Vince McMahon. They wanted to kill him. When you see Steve, ask Steve Weinberg. I was right there because Bob and I just stepped over there by McMahon, but he didn't move. He was just standing there like this, but he did stand up. But Jim Mannion had to be held back, and Quinn and Steve Weinberg held him back. Ask him about that.
No, I can't ask Steve about a story. You tell the stories. The thing is, Steve knows a lot of stories, but when you say, "Hey, Steve, what's that crazy story with Vince McMahon and Jim?"
Mike Quinn.
Yeah, Mike Quinn and Jim. He's like, "Yeah, it happened." That's all he says.
Well,
it happened.
Mike Quinn just jumped in to stop and to help hold Mary.
Yeah, to stop. But you tell the full story. Steve will never tell a full story. Steve is too cool, man.
It was great. It was great. I couldn't believe because McMahon just stood there. He fucked with his tie and he just stood there like, all right. But you had holy shit, Jim Mannion was really angry. I mean, he wanted to punch the shit out of him. And
was that before WMBF or after?
No, it was right around that. Maybe I don't know why they had the argument. Maybe it had something to do with it.
Yeah, probably because he's trying to scalp the top pros, in which he did for a short time, and then that was a flop.
Right. Yeah. That was a terrible because he made it too much of a circus. It wasn't about bodybuilding anymore. You lost the whole the show. It was you lost, Aaron Baker, coming out, coming out like, Batman and shit.
Well, he wanted to do bodybuilding / wrestling,
Yeah, but it's not the same. If you're a bodybuilder,
it doesn't work, man. A bodybuilder, low carb, about to compete, I'm gonna get much out of him,
That's funny, man. That's fun. It's true though.
Yeah, not do much of it.
At that show, I was friends with him. He looked like Quinn. Terrible. He was real heavy and shit, out of shape, but still competed though. He still got up there and had the balls to step on stage and compete. So you got to give him credit for that,
Yeah, well, he got up there with a ponytail.
But he was funny. I mean, Pazienza, Vinny Paz. He doesn't like to call Pazienza, now he's Vinny Paz. But he had some great Mike Quinn stories too. He's funny. He was like, holy shit, you get him in a club, and next thing you know, everybody's fighting in the club, for no reason.
You always find an article, Mike Quinn and Flex in hard times. Always.
Yeah.
Hit somebody, punch somebody, slap somebody. I think he threw a chair. Bob Paris or something.
Yeah, he might have. I don't know. Those days were crazy. I think he went after everybody back in those days. He was nuts. As a matter of fact, when Lee Labrada came to my gym, because he was, not the powerhouse gym that you saw, the other one, Peekskill, this was in the 80s. Lee Labrada told me, bro, I didn't want to leave the gym because he had to go to the airport to fly out here. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I was just about to see Mike Christian was going after Mike Quinn because Mike Quinn kept goading at him. And he said Mike Christian was doing, he was doing rows or deadlifts or something. And Mike Christian was bar down, he was all fucking like ready to kill. And he's like, I had to leave because I want to see the outcome of that,
Oh, man.
It was like Mike Christian, like all mad and like
Mike Christian was a tough guy.
Mike Christian,
really good guy. Mike Christian.
Yeah. I got to see him at the last Olympia that was in Vegas.
Oh, he's still around. Great.
Yeah. It was the old timers. It was Mike Christian and Love.
Oh, Ron Love.
Ron Love was there.
Ron Love was in when I had Lee Labrada, Ron Love, Jackie Paisley, Laura Cravell. I had those four.
Laura Cravell. Wow.
Laura Cravell brought what's his name? Rick Valente.
Yeah.
And Tanya
Valente, man, he made it big in that ESPN show.
Oh yeah, I used to like that show too.
Yeah, it was great.
Isn't it funny though how bodybuilding back then you had USA Muscle Sport, if you remember correctly.
Sport USA, Steve Stone.
Yes, that was on MSG with Steve Stone and Tom Twillinger.
Yes.
And then you had Muscle Magazine or whatever the hell it was.
Muscle Mag.
Right. And it was that was on ESPN. And that was Lou Zwick right? Loose Wick.
Yeah.
Then you had the Sean Ray Flex show. You remember on Sean Ray would do the Flex show. Then you had the Lee Haney workout. You had the Corey Everson.
Totally fit. Totally Haney.
Awesome, baby. But
awesome,
you know, you had like 5 or 6 shows. They had Kiana Tom and Rick Valente in the morning doing the morning show. So you had 5 or 6 shows in bodybuilding. You would have figured by the time the 2000s come, bodybuilding is going to be like mainstream. But it plummeted because it get out of hand, and they marketed that steroid shit too much.
Yeah, the steroid, people just started, you know, basically it was the hate because these guys were great on it. I think also Miss Olympia, she had her show too. She was on it.
Corey Everson.
I used to love watching her, man, because she always wore the best outfits.
Her sister Cameo Newer, who I used to see. Dude, Cameo had an ass like a fucking catcher's mitt. Wear that fucking thong up there, and I was
that was before wellness and everything, man.
Victor, I was in Goldsham in '81, and Cameo Newer was already wearing that thong shit, you know, with tights on underneath it. But in '81, fucking in the gym, it was unbelievable.
I don't know what was better, that or the Showtime aerobic sessions, you know.
Oh, Victor. One year, it's unfortunate. Remember Debbie Dobbins? She passed away.
Yeah, I know.
You know, she was at Tommy Marinelli's house, but you know, and it got on fire on Christmas. She ran up instead of running out. But the poor thing, she was a good girl. But that year, in just a couple months before that, it was actually in November. She did the Woman's Extravaganza. Yeah, and we were in. Bob goes to me, I'm going to give you the job of your life, and he made me sit and watch the door inside. The door. And the girls were walking around naked and fucking shit, and helping each other with putting on the bikinis. And I was like that. You remember the fucking Chinese guy in Revenge of the Nerds? Oh, yeah. I was like that.
Yeah, but knowing you probably kept the cool face, and inside you were doing that.
And you try not. The girls would be coming right next to you, and you're trying not to make believe you're not looking at them. You're over there like.
You could look, but you got to be cool about it. You can't be all freaked out, you know. It's like all googly eye, you know.
I didn't know you had a beauty mark on your ass. No, but
you need help. You know, I'm cool. Like, let me help you with that oil. You missed it.
Yeah, right.
Be serious about it. You know, you can't.
Move that down a little bit more up the ass. You know, yeah, but it was great. I remember that. And they were walking around all fucking naked and shit, and Debbie Dobbins was a sweetheart. And two months later, I hear that bad news about her.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you didn't get a Me Too charge with that, you know, because
Forget about it. I did that. And I love Bob. I love Bob Bonam. God rest his soul. You know, he's a brother to me, you know, and you know how much I love that guy. No, I used to tell him, dude, all the time. He would, you know, he was like a fucking. He'd see the girl that works for him, and he'd be like, "Oh, your ass looks good in those pants today." You know what I mean? He was like, "Holy shit!"
No filter. He just said it.
My God, he would say that
with his lips. I don't know. He has some freaking Dominican lips. He used to be like,
he would see a girl come in the gym and she had like big tits. Implants, are those real? Are those implants? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, "Holy shit, Bob! How do you got?" Your ass. You not in trouble for that shit.
I think we had to be so cool to Bob. I think he had a girlfriend, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm an artist, and she shows us the art, and you know, we used to draw back then, and it was so bad. We were like, "Wow, it looks good." And then Bob had to put her art all over the gym. I'm like, "Damn,
shit. I remember all that shit." Yeah,
pretty bad.
Oh, God, I think she was Russian or something. I don't remember what that was. She was
Asian.
Yes, yeah. He
Asian. Maybe she could have been Mongolian. I don't
know. Shit. He was like that though. He would say the craziest shit to the girls, and I don't know how he didn't get in trouble.
Yeah, but he was sly, and people still loved him. You know, people still
I miss him.
At the end of the day, he didn't mean bad about it. You know,
no, he didn't. That's the thing. He wasn't being like Chester molester, but he just had no, like you said, he had no filter. Like, you know, those jeans you wore yesterday, you didn't look so, but that looks really good. Your ass looks really good in that. You know what I mean? And you'd be like this. But the girl that worked there, she knew. She'd be like, "Oh, thanks, Bob." You know.
So that shit to a girl now, man. She'll fucking call a therapist. You know.
Oh yeah, now you go to jail for
sessions. Yeah, or go to jail, or get a charge.
You know.
Bob used to yell at everyone for not putting the weights away all the time.
No.
Oh yeah, he was. I remember Jumbo Elliott. The Jets were training there, and Jumbo Elliott was there, and I think he was with the Giants at the time. And Bob gets on the microphone and stops the music, so everybody's like, "Oh, here we go." And Bob goes, "Jumbo Elliott, put your weights back, please." And then Jumbo Elliott comes running up to the desk, says, "Why?"
Uncle Arm. He's the original Uncle Arm.
Like you said,
dude, he'd freak out if you took a handle off the fucking lap machine and kind of dropped it on the floor. He'd be like, "Dude, can you get that handle? Please put it over there." You know what I mean? Like I was like, "Holy shit!" So like actually he schooled my brain because even now when I go to the gym, I make sure I take that handle off and put it on. You know what I mean? I put it away. I don't leave my weight.
We can't walk away from a bench, fully loaded, a leg press. We just
we put it away.
Have that habit, We have that habit now.
I always put my shit back, right? But I think. God, I learned that because he was, he would freak out. But Jumbo Elliott ran to the front desk and said, "Why do you got to embarrass me like that?" He said, "Yeah, but you should be a leader. People see you leaving the shit out, and I yell at them, and I got to show them that you're no better than them. You're just like they are." You know what I mean? Yeah. He lost members because of that, but.
Yeah, a lot of great people, man. We've been around. We share good times, man. They're no longer here. That's why these extra days we get. You just have to love it. You have to love it. And I have to say I'm complaining less these days,
Me too.
Yeah.
It's because you see things in a different light now. You know what I mean?
You don't get tight over the smallest things.
I told Joe that the other day. In the old days, somebody get their brights on your ass and you're driving, you want to kill them and shit. Now I'm like, okay, pass me, asshole. You know what I mean? I just can't be bothered anymore. Yeah. Plus, you don't know what the hell happens. You throw punches somebody, now you fucking throw your shoulder out or something. You know what I mean? Like if you're not used
I have a different approach. Guy cuts me off. I pull up next to him and I'm like, you know what? You're still there.
Yeah, right. We still next to each other. You just sped off, right?
Yeah, I don't even. Every once in a while you get caught up in a little race, but
Sometimes you get a little stewed, it depends if you're in, whatever, happens to you. But I don't let shit bother me. Jesus Christ, if I let shit bother me, I would have quit after hours. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
Well, that bullshit over
there. I'm only kidding, guys. You guys in the peanut gallery, simmer down.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a comment. They love that. They love drama.
But we're going to wrap up, guys. It's getting a little bit late. Victor?
All right, guys.
I love you.
Together. We got to get together.
You. And I hope you guys are welcome to come to my show, July 20th, Legends.
What?
Man. You guys are full VIP, man. Just,
Where is it, Vic?
Lehman College.
Lehman College, guys.
Yeah.
July 20th. College, that's where you're going to be?
Yeah. I like putting it there as a nice theater. I won my first show in the Bronx, so I have to bring it back,
Yeah,
always to the Bronx, and it's always good. It's
what else you
a
got?
reunion too. A lot of old school people stop by, so it's great.
Oh, yeah, man, we go there. If I go there, I know I'm going to see everybody. You know what I mean?
Melly Mel is the MC again. He
Melly
today. He say he wants to do it. Yeah,
that's my boy. Oh
my
Melly
Mel, I'm telling you. I like to recruit the old school cats, man. Come on. Yeah.
Wow. Victor, where else can they find you? The people, where can you? Social media? You got your social media?
Yeah. Social media. You can find me. Just
the Dominican Dominator.
Yeah. Just don't send me those OnlyFans clickbaits, all right? Please. People put me up on the OnlyFans clickbait chat. What's wrong with you people, man? I ain't paying for that before. I'm not gonna start paying now.
You're right. Fuck that.
Victor, we love you, Victor. Legend, bro. We love you, bro.
I love you, Victor.
And good luck with your surgery.
Thank you. Victor.
All right, please. Let me share your
Let's do this again, okay?
Man.
I will tell my
support her goals,
Yeah, we gotta hook up, you and I. We gotta definitely hook back up and
get one together.
Grab me too.
You're right. All right, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Greg. I love you, Greg.
All right, love you, Joe. Thank you, guys.
All right, brother. Thank you, guys. Thanks everyone in the chat.
All right.
Thanks, Vic.